Yo guys, what's going on? It's Speddey. In today's video, we're going to talk about New World's new PvP scaling system that we saw in the open beta. So in the open beta that's just ended a few days ago now, New World implemented a new PvP scaling system, and if you're not aware of what that is, it basically means level and gear score actually means something. So if you're fighting a higher level than you will have to hit them a lot more than what they have to hit you. And this is a lot different to what we experienced during the closed beta back in August, where you could be a level 50 fighting a level 20 and still have a higher chance of dying. And whatever level you were, it made it feel like everyone had an even chance. And more players were PvPing because they felt as if they were still involved even at a lower level, if that makes sense. So from what it seemed during the open beta, by the way they added PvP scaling, is that they made PvP more into group PvP, as I didn't really see any solo players on my server. Everyone was always in groups, and this isn't necessarily a bad thing, as I'm a solo player myself and I was running around with other players from my faction, attacking and defending the forts and still having fun in the process. I did kind of enjoy the scaling system though, because if I'm between the levels of 50 to 60 and worked hard to get to endgame and to get the best in slot gear to die to a level 20 in green gear, I'd feel as if my time was wasted and like I hadn't really achieved anything in the hours and hours I'd spent into gear and level progression. But it was somewhat annoying when I was out doing solo PvP and I'd get run up on by a group of higher levels and I wouldn't really stand much of a chance. It wouldn't have been down to skill as much as being down to being bombarded with abilities all at the same time. It's literally look at how many players are running at you, look at their levels and decide to run or not. And I like being able to hold my own against a higher level or a few players around the same level as me, but it felt like I just couldn't do that without a little help from other players. With that being said, I do feel as if they were testing the waters a little bit more with the final approach to how they will tune the PvP system at launch. It does still need a little bit more tweaking, as I was PvPing at level 27 and struggling to kill players 1 or 2 levels higher than me, but I did enjoy the challenge anyway. Personally, I don't think the adjustments they will make will be that much different to what we saw in the open beta, and if we don't see a big change in PvP, then make sure you grow in those levels and work on gear progression, as that will be the meta. I am also making my very own PvX Company that will partake in PvE and PvP weekly events. It is still early days and currently has no members, but if you'd like to join in, I will link the Discord server for the spuds in the description down below. We will be a syndicate faction and our server can be discussed, as I'm still not too sure of that yet. We will be taking territories and forts and all that good stuff, so I hope to see some of you there for that if that interests you. So that will do it for this video about the new PvP scaling system in New World and some thoughts on it. I know there was mixed opinions about it, but again, this was just another beta. It could be a complete different game at launch. Look at how much they changed the open beta from the closed beta in just over a month. I have high hopes, and I hope you do too. And thank you so much for watching, and as always, have an amazing day.